abakadde 8 kati ffe tetumanyi oba abatubba babbi oba basirikale kubanga ebiseera ebisinga drone bwejja abantu bagandooza baseemwayi balina gwe banonye naye ndowooza n'ababbi bajja kukozesa ekyo obaolyawo n'ababba bannayuganda nga basirikale n'olwekyo twagala okutegeeza bannayuganda nti ebyali ewala ne Kampala ne mu byalo bikola ki gyebiri bwe tugamba okwerwanako kikulu nnyo bassebo ne bannyabo twongere okusabira eggwanga laffe bwe tukola tusobole okwejjako abantu wano boogedde ku mabanja myaka 96 okusasula amabanja ge tulina buli munnayuganda abangi bakakadde kamu emitwalo 8 kati nga weebuuza gwe waziyadde n'abaana bo n'abazzukulu bo abakulu beewola ne bazimba ennyumba zaabwe e Bulaaya ne beeyagala tusigala nga tubonaabona kibi nnyo naye kyemmanyi tujja kukwangula bassebo ne bannyabo mwebale nnyo mwebalira people power our power people power our power
people power
amanya muwadda nkunyingi ndi mbaka wa parliament akiikirira kya Dondo East eri ku base yo president akyaliyo tulwana kulaba nga twenunulanga eggwanga era nga bannayuganda mu parliament ntula kukosase ebyo Honorable Joel abyogedde tukyakugulana na report zetukoze kufuna audience betuzuula ababbi report tuziteekayo teziweebwa kaseera ku presentingwa mu parliament twagala obakakasa tetugenda kusirika omanyi Honorable Joel yatukulemera atugaba omwaka guno gwakulabisa kati ebibye naffe kukola ki kwongerako njagala omwebaza nti at least mukosase abadde musajja njasa biggu okuwaguza mbabbi okubalaga okuwaguza mbabbi okubalaga nti wano waliwo obulyake tekiba kyangu abikoze mu Luzungu mu Luganda ne mu nnimi endala ne report gye ziri empandiike zifuluma oba tezifulumye tujja mwe bategeeza bannayuganda omubbi yaani ne ssente meka ezibbiddwa akaseera kakatuuse muli etaasa muli eno muli likavalinga mu parliament era tula ku foreign affairs nkolanga minister owa foreign affairs muzikiriza okwebaza bannayuganda abawanga lya diaspora ennaku ezo NUP yalungamya ku bukulembeze mu Africa, mu Europe, mu Asia, mu America era omukulu gukyagenda mu maaso ne different chapters mawanga ag'enjawulo njagala okwebaza Ugandans abawangalira ebweru bakoze omulimu gw'amaanyi mu mbeera zonna bw'ogamba nti protest nti okuyimirawo ku nsonga ezinyiga bannayuganda I think the diaspora is able competing with all of you here. I want to applaud the diaspora community, our Ugandans in the diaspora, for standing firm to the values of our constitutionalism n'okulaba ng'eggwanga lyaffe litereezebwa era njagala obasaba bagende mu maaso bassebo ne bajja omwaka oguwedde ebimu ku byalimu ennyo mwe bannayuganda abali kuno lwa bannayuganda abali stranded mu mawanga ga Middle East n'ewalala n'omwaka guno oba oliawo challenge ezimu zikyagenda mu maaso tulina emirimu ebiri ekisooka okulwana okuyambakawo bannayuganda abalina okusoomozebwa n'ate n'okulwana naffe abali wano obutawaŋŋanguka tulina okwerwanako okwenunula okutereeza embeera mwe tuwangalira tubadde tutunulira budget for example bogedde ku media okozesebwa oluusi tuba tutunulira budget ya foreign affairs olunaku bbiri emabega twali tutunulira budget ya embassy ng'eya Ankara eya Turkey ne tulaga nti buli kwota bafuna miliyoni ezisukka 3 ze bateeka mu tourism naye nga bazikozesa ku kye bayise hiring social media influencers tubabuuza baani be muhayaling era mubawa mmeka tebalina listi wadde ki ekitegeeza abantu be muli oluusi nga banyigiriza bannayuganda oluusi nga bakozesa media baba basasule nze yonnyako bwino kuba kino kyaze mu komiti ya parliament nga batulaga nti ssente ezifulumizibwa buli kwota 3 basasulamu ba influencers be batatulaga bakola ki era boogera ki era bo be baani tewalina ndagalo gye bakola ekyo nno kya bulabe oba oliawo zikozesebwa nga tezirambikiddwa bulungi wakati wa budget ya billion eziri mu 25 eziwa foreign affairs tewaliwo nnambika na ntemaatema eyambako bannayuganda bateeka embassies for example before ebitakwatagana otugamba oti ate essaawa eno ambassador wa Uganda mu Russia era ya ambassador wa Uganda mu Ukraine tubabuuza lwaki temuyambye bannayuganda abali eyo nti bo baaganye okujja mu Russia basigaddeyo abantu bagenda mu nsi eziriraanye nga Poland mulabadde era gye tulimu our foreign policy is misdirected. Wali mulamwa mulambulukufu. So tuyigira 2023 nga twesiba 2 nzega minisita w'ekisikirizo w'amawanga amalala mu foreign affairs ngenda kulembera eddoboozi manyiti ebweru nga kukoledde eno Uganda tewali kijja kubalema n'abaana abafunye okusoomozebwa tujja yimirirawo nabo naye ng'eddimu eddene lya kulaba nga tutaasa bannayuganda okutafuna kusoomozebwa tusigale mu ggwanga lyaffe tuli enjoying people power. Bannakyaddondo ate mwakaffe Mukama Katonda abankuumire.
People power. People power. Our power. Yenze Sekabira Dennis, nchikirira katika North Constituency Parliament. Njagala enaku z'omwezi 14 January 2020 Bannayuganda nga tebeesazeemu bakwasa Mwami Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu obukulembeze bw'eggwanga. Era yenna bulina mu bukyanga. Abaka ba Parliament ensonga bonna ziboogedde n'ensonga gye njogerako tuzoogeza mandate gye mwatuwa mwe Bannayuganda. Naye waliwo kanamujinga akagenda mu maaso akazze kabeerawo nga tukabuusa amaaso. Mu weeks 2 okuva kati amasomero gagenda kuggulawo. Naye yonna gye tubeera amasomero gayongeza ebisale by'essomero. N'ekigendererwa ekyokulemesa ffe Bannayuganda okutwala abaana baffe mu masomero amalungi agasobola okuweereza obulungi. Njagala kubasiigira kifaananyi mu ddakiika emu. Okuva mu 8 okutuuka mu 86 nga gavumenti y'omuyeekera ewagirwa bakadoogo abaana abalwananga nga bato nga tebannaba kutuuka mu myaka gya kwesalirawo. Bwe bamala okutwala obuyinza mu 96 n'oluvannyuma lw'emyaka 10 nga basaavinga mu magye bonna yabawummuza kubanga bagamba nti atalina bbaluwa ya senior 4 ogenda kuwummula togenda kubeera musirikale. Abaana baffe bakadde baffe bonna ne baddayo mu kyalo ne babasuubiza nti bajja kubawo entandikwa nakati tejjanga be baba banja akasiimo k'abalwanyi. Njagala kumaliriza bwingi. Mu 2022 mu 2012 ne baleetawo enkola ey'okuyingiza amagye g'abakadeeti. Bakadeeti bayingiranga osomye ng'olina diguri. Aboolubatu be baali basomye nga balina diguri ne bayingiranga bakadeeti bonna balina batandise bakaputeni nga basasulwa bulungi bali bennyini ne baviiramu awo. Kati we twogerera eggwanga lyaffe lirina amafuta abagenda okusoma amafuta balondebwawo nga balubatu nakati kikomyewo ebbeeyi y'ebisale by'essomero erinnye abaana baffe tebagenda kusoma ate ng'omukisa gwokka omwana w'omunaku wasobola okuvuganyiza n'oli kugenda ku ssomero bekikola kagendere. Njagala kubasaba bassebo ne bannyabo tewaliwo mukisa gwonna gwe tulina kuwa mulabe waffe atunyigiriza okutuggyako ebyo Katonda byatuwa nga rights zaffe. Omuntu okugenda ku ssomero omusemateeka waffe is a right tekirina na kuteesebwako. Era nga gavumenti eno eyaffe gye twalonda yandibadde ensonga eyo egitaddemu obwesigwa bwayo bwesaana kubanga gavumenti erina okuteekawo okusoma okw'obuwaze ate okw'obwereere eri Bannayuganda. Ekyokubiri okuteekawo embeera ey'okukakkanya byonna ebiyinza okuleetera emisolo oba okuleetera ebyenjigiriza okubeera waggulu. Njagala kumaliriza ne kino ng'eggwanga lyakava mu COVID gavumenti yateeka ssente mu UDB n'egamba za bya bulimi kubanga lyerowooza kyekyali kisinga okwetaagisa. Abakungu ba gavumenti ne bazeewola ne bazimba moolo. Amasomero kati gwewolera ku interest rate ya banka ya 26% era gasasula ne income tax. Butereevu ebisale by'essomero biba birina okukola ki okulinnya. Ketuli nti tuli mu budgeting process. Buno obudde gavumenti yandibadde ereese etali mu kuyiwa musaayi. Ayi Mukama Katonda natawagati buli kyonna ekisibwa.
Our leaders, the Secretary General, our Vice Chairperson, National Unity Platform for Eastern Region, members of the National Unity Platform, the media, honorable members of Parliament. I'm humbled to be here. But to sum up our problems, as the members of Parliament have mentioned, our problem is the leadership of NRM and Genome 7. Over time, we have talked about it. We have talked about the problems of Uganda. And I want to believe that the ultimate goal of the National Unity Platform is to take over power. This year, we need to quicken up our processes and our strategic planning on how we are going to take over power. My biggest worry and our strategic planning on how we hear from the corridors. Biggest worry is that we hear from the corridors how those people are trying to strategize from within NRM. And it will be very unfortunate and detrimental for us to allow them that political space of mobilizing. We have to plan now. We have to come up with strategies on how we are going to take over power. I sit on the Committee of National Economy in Parliament. This year's budget is 49.9 trillion. And our country can only collect 28 trillion. Now that means that the difference, which is 22 trillion, must be borrowed.
Get the most affordable 4G.
Now that means we are slowly but surely mortgaging our country. Ugandans, we need to wake up, we need to identify our problems and take over power. Thank you so much. May the good Lord bless you.
Thank you, colleague members of Parliament. Two of our colleagues who are here earlier, the Honourable Sazi from Gomba, the Honourable Susan Gabi from Buvuma, and also Honourable Veronica Nanyondo. They left earlier to go and attend to some quick assignments which we needed attended to, but we appreciate those that have been able to join us. Mr. Kungaman, yango tukunge mu kwedakika 2 tugende mazo.
Kunga chairman nyazi kunga NUP kunga.
This is the time, this is the time, Museveni agende, ne bwali banga alemeddeko ng'alemeddeko, ne bwali banga alemeddeko, ateekwa buteeko, leero luno lutalo bannange. Leero luno lutalo bannange. Twagoba katengo lutalo bannange. Thank you. Kunga Uganda, kunga Western Region, kunga Kyagulanyi, kunga Central Region, kunga Western Region, kunga Northern Region, Mulwa, kunga Northern Region, kunga. Thank you very much. Well, I'll be brief. Mr. Secretary General, our spokesperson, members of Parliament, the media, all comrades from all regions, it is in our DNA as a party. Our DNA is vested in our name, the National Unity Platform. National because we are nationalistic, and we must reflect that in our actions. United because we have to work together. This party emphasizes on unity and providing platform for every individual in our society. Providing platform to a Baju from the Eastern region. What's your name, sir? Kasese Mbaju, a Machu from the Eastern region and chairman from the Northern region. So we keep on emphasizing that this is not a party from Buganda, it is a party for the country. We all own this party. I've been challenged by comrades from the MPs for having spoken Luganda here. They are challenging you. You didn't front MPs from other regions. Go and work harder so that you can come here and we concentrate on your languages, and we shall have to learn them if you work harder. So this is a party for all of us. Secondly, we all agree that we are challenged by the political environment, ladies and gentlemen. And the party decided to create mobilization structures. The Kunga structures, it could seem to be ad hoc, but it is very, very effective. We are very serious on these structures, ladies and gentlemen. So, comrades, for that reason, these structures must be supported by all leaders at all levels in the country. They have helped us to build confidence again. The confidence which had been once lost has been regained and has been rejuvenated. The spirit of support and fostering for change in the country has also been rejuvenated. It has involved the women and the youth in the struggle. So we emphasize, comrades, leaders who have, come here today, that you go and support these committees because you are all stakeholders and you're also ex-officials on these committees. So I am talking as the Kunga man. So we have created those political structures as the task force. They are less political, but more patriotic and more nationalistic. Because these people, most of them don't own positions in the local government or in parliament. So we are also setting grounds for inductions and political education to make people know more of their human rights. I encourage leaders and the people on these structures to welcome people from the NRM. Me, I enjoy defectors from NRM from other parties. We can always invite people from other parties, but mainly people from NRM. Those people are yearning for change. They are there, but we have not encouraged them to join us. This new year, I welcome you to the new year. Happy New Year, comrades. For me, I want to consider this year a drone-free year. Drones, abductions, no more abductions. We are going to fight them physically. We are going to face them head-on. Once you identify that there's a drone, because this is why I even encourage the SCG to rebrand or to brand our vehicles with our colors. But they can strategically brand them as well. But we can always make sure that we identify these drones who have been, abducting our people. So we are going to make sure that we face them head-on. Bannange banyabo ne base Uganda bannange eggwanga lino lyakuba obugwagwa lyakuba obutujju ebintu ebyo twabirwanyisa emabega okuva eri myaka giri ne tukola ssemateeka ne tulowooza nti ensi yaffe ekoze ki eteredde. Kakati ono omusajja atuzzayo mu bintu biri eby'ekitujju ebiri barbaric bye tutasobola kukkiriza kubeerawo. So ssemateeka yaffe etukkiriza bulungi nnyo okuvaayo okulwanyisa engeri bakwatamu abantu baffe. Drones zino zijja zikwata abantu ne zibatwala, abamu ne bafa, abamu ne babulira ddala, abamu ne babasiba. Naye tusobola bulungi nnyo okuteekawo pressure nga tuyise mu bukiiko bwaffe bwonna nga namwe abakulembeze mwogedde ne mugamba nti tuganye abantu bakube enduulu bazitayize, omuntu akwate lola agitayize mu kkubo drone ng'egezaako okuyitawo babeere stack, ensi ejja kuŋŋaana n'amasasi basobola ogakuba ne gabagwako ne tubakwata, tugenda bakwata ffe ng'abantu. Era ffe twakozesa force yaffe egenda okutandika okukwata abavubuka babateeka mu drone. Tujja kukwatayo nga bataano bokka bafuna ekibonerezo. Museveni ne mutabani we bajja kukyusa ekirowoozo. Tetugenda kudda mu kukkiriza drone kutwala abantu baffe. Ekyo temukiwagidde, naye nze nkikkiririzaamu nti bwe tugamba nti nno kisobola okukola ki. neje basula bajja kaaba mukwate ne mukuba mu MP asobola okukaba naye muntu nadde mundu nga eri wali ku bbali. Bano abasajja si b'amaanyi, oba amaanyi bajja bateeke mundu wansi balabe. So banyawe ne bassebo ekintu kya drone ekyo tekiriko kubuuza obukiiko bakunga mwena gye muli kino ekintu kya butujju. Nzikiriza nga n'abantu bangi nnyo mu gavumenti tebakikkiririzaamu. Lino eggwanga lirina poliisi eriwo mu kiseera kino yadde eri manipulated. Baba baagala omuntu bajja mukwate mu mateeka bamulumbe ewuwe bakole investigations bagende bamusibe mu mateeka tugende mu kooti tumunoonye. Ne awo tuba tutandikira ku ekyo. Kubanga zino ssente ezo bazibbira mu mpapula bazibbira mu mateeka simanya budget za mwezi muzita mutya mu parliament kwa kayima. Supplementary budget. Ebyo mu mateeka Ssenyonya ajja birwanyisizaayo fe abakunge no wansi naffe tukole ki omulimu gwaffe. Nze bye bigambo byange bannange mweno struggle temulimu muzannyo guno omwaka gwenda kubeera gwa njawulo. Guno omwaka ebikutte bite ebikutte bikole ki? People power. Our power. Kunga Uganda kunga. Kunga Kyagulanyi kunga. Nga temudda mu kunga Kyagulanyi kunga. Mbajjemu omwasi mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala.
Anange yabbe ebyuma bya chairman Nyanzi bikomyewo. Sajja no yali muyimbi mu myaka gye egyedda. All right, let's now invite the SG to talk to us.
People power.
People power. Our power.
People power.
Bafutso je na kuzina watu wade akayimba akapya. Adui nani? Adui nani? Akakayimba akoko. Bawulire mukayimba. People power. Madam Deputy President, spokesperson, head of mobilization, honorable members of parliament, mayors, speakers, comrade leaders from Teso, from the north, from western region, flag bearers, media, all of you comrades who are here, those who will have to call foot soldiers and others. We wish you all a happy new year. We've not had a press conference since. And we thank God for keeping us alive up to this day. I join all leaders in commiserating with the family of our senior leader, Honorable Tolit Simon Akecha, who passed on. We have been in touch with him, throughout his illness, and unfortunately he passed on. So as a party, we lost a very big pillar in that regard. But among the other comrades who have lost people recently, we have our brother all the way from Kamwokya, Achia Simon, who lost the mother just a few days back. So we continue to pray that their souls rest in eternal peace. I will really, just for emphasis, say that our president already announced that this year is going to be a year of struggle, a year of revolution. And that is what we are here to emphasize, that we've been doing a lot of activities last year, the year before, but this year we want to even do more. And we are encouraging all leaders who are here, members of parliament, our teams on the ground, speakers, all of you. If last year you were working at 70%, please work at 80%, 90%, and even 100%, because of the challenges our country is facing currently. The thuggery that is going on at NSSF, I think, is just a tip of an iceberg. All of you here, many of you are serving with NSSF. But you can imagine, I just read the letter by, the so-called minister, now writing to the chairperson of the board at NSSF. But you can imagine the expose as it is. The billions that Ugandans are losing. She's talking about kickbacks. But what is worse is that one group, it seems that it's now a mafia system, a cartel. One group trying to get in to say, no, you guys have eaten so much, let's now also come in and do the thieving ourselves. So it is unfortunate. But you can imagine that's just 1%. I was hearing the IGG say that according to their report, we lose 10 trillion, over or close to 10 trillion shillings in corruption every year. So that is Museveni's government, ladies and gentlemen, illegitimate government. You can imagine what 10 trillion shillings can do to improve healthcare, to improve education, to ensure that our children can be able to go to school. You saw the other day a report saying that up to now, we are paying about 10,000 Uganda shillings for every child under UPE. And then you wonder why most of the children drop out of school before they reach P4, before they reach P7. The state of healthcare, we all know what is going on with our hospitals all over the country. So that is why we are saying that this year we should do a lot more. And of course, in the field of human rights, the Honorable Member has already talked about it, the abductions that are still going on in this country. Over the weekend, some people were taken. You saw our coordinators in Busoga, the family members who were picked up and taken. Now the excuse is ADF. You know, our people being hounded left, right, and center. Many of our people have had to run out of the country. So those are the challenges we are talking about. The national debt. The only member who sits on the National Economic Committee has left. But you all see where the national debt has reached in this country. We are talking about close to 80 trillion national debt. And if you compare that to our GDP, it's just laughable. Now, every year, and even when you look at this budget, you see the amount of money going into the repayment of the debts. Borrowing wouldn't be bad if the money borrowed was going into productive sectors of the economy, if that money was actually being used for what it is supposed to be used for. All of you saw the Auditor General's report about the scandals that riddled the COVID money. While people were collecting the little, even as NUP, we collected some things here at the height of the COVID crisis and took. Little did we know that we were just giving the little earned support to the Museveni thieving machinery. Decisions of NSSF being taken not in Parliament, but where? In Kapeka. You saw the letter. That is what they are saying, that, you know, in the meeting we sat in at Kapeka, that is where decisions of a magnitude that affect the hundreds of thousands of Ugandans or millions of Ugandans are taken and not in the formal structures which are put in place to do that. Therefore, the crisis in our country continues to be deep, and we cannot continue watching on as the National Unity Platform, and indeed as all forces of change. Now, what are we therefore here to do? We are here to re-energize ourselves, to continue working very hard to see that the situation in this country changes. I want to quickly say and to announce to the nation, many people have been asking us about our structures and all that. This year you will see us more on the ground, trying to build our structures, to establish our systems in the different parts of the country. That is why we are here with leaders from different parts of the country, from Western Uganda, from Teso sub-region, from North and other places. And that is also why you've seen us take some administrative decisions to ensure that all of us focus on the cause that we're supposed to focus on. I know the media here has been questioning and asking many questions, but I want to request the media to major on the major, to focus on the most important things in this country. I was shocked yesterday when I saw a headline on one of the stations about divisions in NUP. When you see here, do you see any divisions in NUP? All we are doing is to put our house in order. Whenever any issues emerge, we handle them. So when the party like ours says, you know, there are many fights in a particular sub-region, let some leaders step aside for a few days or for a few months or for a short time, and we investigate, try to understand what is causing these things so that we focus on the major issue. Please understand that that is necessary for the growth of an institution like the National Unity Platform. The naysayers are there, they will say whatever they want to say, but for us, we are here to move forward. So those are, I think, the issues I wanted to address today before I invite our Deputy President. But most importantly, to also bring you greetings from our President, who is handling other business. Our President says hello to all of you, and he's with you in spirit, even when he's not here with us today. Ensonga enkulu gye twali badde twogerako olunaku lwa leero yeeyo kuba nti eggwanga lyaffe likyali mu crisis, likyali mu katyabaga, likyali mu buzibu bw'amaanyi nnyo. Ebigenda mu maaso mu NSSF mwena abakozi abakola mu private entities okusingira ddala omutereka ensimbi zammwe mubiwulidde. Bw'obisoma oyinza okulowooza nti osoma akatabo aka fiction, naye ate nga bituufu. Mulabye ebbaluwa ya omu ku baminisita ba Mwai Museveni nga ye kennyini ayogera ku mivuyo egiri mu NSSF. Ensonga eziri eyo obubbi bwotasobola nakola ki nakubala. Naye ate ng'ekyennaku nti bw'olaba bw'obitunulamu nnyo kirabika eyo NSSF oluvannyuma lw'okubba sente n'okubulanganya sente abavugirizi b'ensimbi ze bawa Uganda, kati n'abavugirizi b'ensimbi ne bagamba tetugenda kubawa sente zino olwa corruption, n'abalala ne balya sente zonna ne babba sente ne zikwako. Kati ne bano bagala omukono gwabwe baguyingize mu nsawo ya NSSF. Kati ye fight eyo gye balimu ani kwegamba oyina ababbi bano ababadde babba maybe ku level ya wansi, naye kati oyina gabbi agagala kuyingira gaberenga. Simanyi oba ensonga za NSSF muzigoberera bulungi nnyo bannange. Kati we obuzibu nti waliwo omubbi n'agabbi, kati agabbi gagala kuyingirawo, gagamba kirabika mmwe mubbi ennyo, kati muveewo naffe tukole ki tuyingirewo. Kakati obwebuzibu owulira byonna byonna bwe bitandika bagamba kati twagala kukwata ku sente za NSSF, simanyi tuseeke mu agriculture n'ebirala, so nga ffenna tumanyi gye bigenda kugwera. Ebbanja lye tulina ng'eggwanga lyeyongera waggulu, era kati bwe twogerera obutabalika ze trillions tuli eyo mu 8. Juzi bakola alipoota ne bagamba nti buli munnayuganda nayo yakazaalibwa olunaku lwa leero alina ebbanja lyakakadde kamu kitundu 1.5 million shillings, ate nga buli mwaka zeeyongera waggulu. Kati imagine nga buli omu ali wano naawe abazaalibwa leero okuba nti buli omu bakubanja miliyoni mu kitundu. Ekyo tekyalibadde kizibu, naye bw'obuuza sente zino ze mwewola mu linnya lyaffe muzikozesa ki? Honorable Senya kyogeddeko, mulabye proposal gye baleese mu KCCM bwagala Honorable Speaker ali wano asobola n'obinyonyera bulungi nnyo. Kati kilomita y'enguudo mu Kampala bagala gikolera sente meka? You can imagine sente bwe zityo. So nga tumanyi bulungi nnyo nti bwe tuba nga tetuli mu corrupt environment tusobola n'okusavinga 80 or 70% of that money ne zigenda ku bintu eby'omugaso mu ggwanga lyaffe. Embeera y'amalwaliro mukimanyi bulungi nnyo, n'ey'ebyenjigiriza. Ebyenjigiriza byo biri even worse. Owulira nti buli mwana ali mu UP school bamusasulira sente eziri wansi wa mutwalo gwa Uganda buli mwaka okumala omwaka mulamba. Simanyi sama Uganda oba omwana wo ali mu UP school, naye omwana wo abali mu UP school bamusasulira just mutwalo gumu omwaka okuva January paka December. Kakati lwaki twewunya okuba nti abaana abasinga tebatukana mu P4 era nabo beeyongaddeyo bava mu ssomero nga tebanatuuka mu P7. Mbadde ndaba regime ya Mwai Museveni byabadde ng'esuubiza byonna basuubizako one time nti bano abawala bonna bagenda bafunira pad sanitary towels. Kakati bw'olaba sente ze babba n'ebirala singa bagezaako ne bakwata ne 1% okuziteeka mu projects ezo ezaali badde ziyamba abaana b'obuwala okusigala mu masomero, oba oliawo tebali droppings out mu masomero, naye bali mu kuzidibuuda, bali ku muddido. ku nsonga ya debt njogedeko, ya NSSF njogedeko, n'ensonga ya budget. N'olwekyo crisis ekyagenda mu maaso mu ggwanga lyaffe, era kyova olaba guno mwaka president waffe yabagamba nti guno mwaka gwa revolution, guno mwaka gwa struggle. Chairman abagambe guno mwaka gwa kunga. Tujja kugenda mu maaso n'okunga eggwanga lyonna lyonna. Olwo nno tusimbudde n'ensonga ya structures, tugenda kuzimba structures zaffe mu buli kitundu kya Uganda kyonna. Tumanyi bulungi nnyo ti regimu ya Mwami Museveni egenda gezaako nga bulijjo okukwata abantu baffe n'okukola byonna byonna okuinfiltratinga n'ebirala, naye naffe tuli ready. Abasajja abalaba ba Bright Muhumuza abavudde mu Western Uganda katusubire bagenda kuleeta obukodyo obw'enjawulo baguda okulaba ng'ensonga ezo tulwanagana nazo. N'abundi bujjo mwena muli bangi ne sekondo omulaba okuviira ddala Omoro. I was recognizing this, I was not insulting you because I spoke in Luganda. So tujja genda mu maaso okuzimba structures guno mwaka n'okutereeza buli kintu ekisembayo ddala. Kankomentinge ku nsonga ya ekintu ab'amawulire kyabadde batubuuza nnyo. Tetulina butakwatagana mu NUP nga bamugezaako kiprojectinga. Abantu bagezaako nnyo kuteekawo embeera ate kiva mu regimu nnyo. Ffe nga NUP tukkiriza nti ensonga yonna eneebeerawo tukihandolinge ereme tujja ku mulamwa we tuliko. N'olwekyo abakulembeze baffe bwe bafuna obutakwatagana mu region yonna yonna, ekibiina ne kitula ne kisalawo nti kati bano abakulembeze oba oli awo basooke badde mabbali tusobole okugonjoola ensonga eziriwo. Ekyo kiba tekitegeeza butakwatagana. Era akakiiko president waffe ke yateekako okunoonyereza ku mivuyo egibadde eyo kagenda maaso n'emirimu gyako, era tumanyi bulungi nnyo kajja tuwa ekisingako tulabe nga ekibiina kyaffe naye kusingira ddala revolution egenda mu maaso. People power, our power. Njagala kwebaza mwenna abazze wano leero, abakulembeze baffe kuva mu bitundu by'enjawulo by'eggwanga. Mwebalenye emirimu, ababaka ba parliament, ba speaker, ba mayor n'abalala abagezaako okutudistractinga tetubawa amatu. I don't believe that we should give ears to our detractors. Let us continue moving. Museveni ne system ye bakozeseza nnyo division ne propaganda. Mwena abamanyi regime eno bwekoze ekozesa divisions nnyo. Ebiina by'obufuzi sponsoring divisions. Madini eleta divisions. Eleta division buli civil society organizations divisions. Owulira academia n'ebirala. Tetukkiriza abananga ba NUP okuwuliriza abo abantu. Tusigale ku mulamwa. Abo aboogera ebyo olunaku lwaleero bajja kuzuukuka batusange nga bwe batuleka tetukyaliwo ate tuli mu ntebe nga Uganda tugitwala mu maaso. People power. Maybe I invite Deputy President Jole Mugisha to come and speak to us. Mumuwe obugalo nga bwajja okwogerako gye tuli.
People power. Secretary General, spokesperson Sebo, I can see you talking. Members of Parliament here present, our leaders from the regions, Northern Region, Western Region, Teso, and many other regions of Uganda. The leaders at various levels, I can see. Today I'm very happy I have seen the Speaker of Kawempe.
People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power. The chairperson of what is your constituency, Honorable Flavia? The chairperson, where is she? Oh, she has left. Cassandra, and many other leaders here present, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. People power. People power. This is a new year that requires us to be strong, and even stronger and strongest, as we used to learn in primary schools. Well, everything has been said. Everything has been said. they have mentioned the poor state in which our country is, Uganda. If you look at the hospitals, I'll begin from there. I come from Western Uganda, and I know many Ugandans across the nation who come from outside Western region think that things are better in Western Uganda. But those of you who read or follow social media and read news and so on, you saw the very person who is supposed to be a spokesperson of NRM government being airlifted from a hospital in Kanungu. I don't know whether we can call that a hospital. But ladies and gentlemen, the hospitals in Western Uganda are the same as those I saw in Omoro. I went to Omoro during the by-election. I saw grass, very, very tall grass, growing where there used to be a railway line. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, you know, most of you are young, but there used to be a railway line that used to run from Pakwach through Omoro, near the red speakers, you know, homestead. And I don't think he ever mentioned it. I saw very tall grass. I even took pictures and shared them with some people and wondered how a leader could not mention such a thing. So you saw this minister, because he could not survive in Kamwokya hospital, and yet he expects the people who elected him, that is if they did, to go to that hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, so the things have been talked about, the poor state of the schools. Everything in Uganda is poor, beginning from roads. Over Christmas, I visited a certain constituency. It is called Rushenyi. Those of you know who know Western Uganda. And that constituency used to have a very, very powerful member of parliament, NRM, a minister, Rukutan, right? Now they have an NRM member of parliament. I found her with a hand hoe on 30th December with a group of young boys, you know, and 2 old men trying to fill up potholes along the road from, you know, on that stretch of road. I said, Honorable, you people are the ones in power. How can you, in this century, come up with a hand hoe, fill up potholes on this road? So everything in Uganda is bad. I went to Kasese when we were campaigning for Honorable Mbaju. Oh my God. You people need to go to these countrysides and find out. Because you members of the press, you know, you report mostly what is happening in Kampala, but you don't know what happens out there. I saw people in Kasese, oh my God, Mbaju, it's bad you didn't go through. I don't know whether that guy, that gentleman who went through what he's doing for the people of Kasese. Now, human rights, they have talked about it. Do you know that drones have entered Mbarara also, where you think that it is very safe? Drones have gone to Mbarara, and that is where everyone believes is safe. And now that they have entered there, where you think it is safe, what about other areas? I also want to call upon to add my voice to what Chairman Nyans has said. If you ever see any drone trying to take up your people, please get up. We can fight. They should not take us, because after all, even when you fight, they will take you, right? If you keep quiet, they will take you. You talk, they will take you. So I want to call upon Ugandans today in this year, this new year, they should not take us with our arms down. Let us get up. If we see drones taking our people, we get up and fight them. Let's fight back. And surely they will know that we also have some strength of some sort. Of course, we can't talk about the schools. Education system, you know, me when I was growing up, you know, students from schools used to get grade 1 from schools as far as Chisoro. We have somebody from Chisoro this afternoon. I'd like to recognize him. Chap, stand up and wave to the people. From as far as Chisoro, people would get grade 1. But now, if you look at the trend of things, results are about to come. You'll see Kampala schools, maybe those ones, their own children, by the way, because they are the ones who can afford money, you know, all the high fees in private schools, and after all, the schools belong to them. So you'll see the trend of the grades. The rural schools, of course, will be called poor performers and so on. And yet, if you look at how the teaching is being conducted, what happens in the schools, the feeding and so on, the distance children have to walk. You know, I was reading, was it in Karangara or some area, where during exams for senior 4, the students could not cross the bridge because it rained and then there was no road, the bridges went, and then they had to, you know, to miss exams. So everything in Uganda is what? Is very poor. And the responsibility is upon us, Ugandans. Those, of course, I know there are many people there whom you talk and they say, how for you, what are you talking about? Because they want the status quo to remain. Because for them, they are thriving in the system. But I want to call upon you and I who are not there. Those of you who think you are safe, I know in one way or another you are being touched. If your child is not going to a poor school, your mother is going to a bad hospital. If your mother is not going to a bad hospital, your father is being tortured. Your brother is being tortured here and there. There are so many things on the bad roads, accidents. I don't know how many accidents how many lives have, been claimed by accidents. Why don't we hear accidents happening in Kenya? Because their road system is good and so on. Why don't we hear about accidents in Rwanda? A baby country, Rwanda, which started in 1994, and yet ours is in the shape it is. So I want to call upon all of you Ugandans who think that for you, you are safe, because either your child has been recruited in Revenue Authority, that is if they have, or Uganda Roads Authority, or where. But in one way or another, I know all of us are being touched. Ladies and gentlemen, the stories are long. I want to thank all of you for putting up a good fight. Thank you so much. I want to thank the members, especially the supporters in the community out there. I know sometimes we don't meet your expectations. You make phone calls, especially mine from Western Uganda. Sometimes I have nothing to say. You know, you are calling now and again, and I want to thank you so much. Thank you so much. I recognize you. All of you, I can see you here. Thank you so much for the good fight. I want to thank the Secretariat. You people, clap for the Secretary General so loudly. This man is carrying the whole country on his shoulders. You call him, he's talking to this, he's talking to that, but everything moves. Thank you so much. You are doing well. Of course, to His Excellency, our President, there are no words that can explain the resilience. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for putting up the resilience you have done. Many people would have given up, because each time you read on social media, you know, they say, one more plan agenda to murder the president. One more plan agenda kumukwatara simanyiwa. So please, thank you so much, Your Excellency, for pushing against a very hard rock. But I believe that as sure as I am standing here, we shall reach Entebbe Muntebbe. You know why? Ugandans are tired. Uganda bako baruhire mwenu, abanya-Uganda bakabire baruhire. So there is only one word I can say. In 2023, Museveni worried You, Bachor, don't you say war. War, him and his team war, Bajende. Because Uganda belongs to all of us, you can see the propaganda now that has started. Now let it be our slogan in 2023 that Bakorechi, Bagende, war. I don't know in Ate, so what is it in Rugonjo, Wekatika? Baende. Bakorechi? Baende. Thank you so much. I am not going to put in Runyankore. Because after all, these people, are they going to write it in Runyankore? Runyankore, tuwagira slogan yitu, Bajende, ahabwo kuba abantu abanya-Uganda barihire barihirogoro barihama shomero mabi barihenga utombi barihama rwaro mabi murebere minister nibamukiriza mwesha. How many Ugandans can be airlifted for treatment? Imwe mwena bariyaha, you people even in the press, whose relative has been airlifted for treatment? Mwimusyo mkono mbarebe. So if you are as tired and angry as we are, please wake up and join us so that Bakorechi Bagende. I thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Jolie. It's coming to 2. I think let's end for want of time. Thank you for coming out. We'll stand and do the national anthem and we have the peace. Oh, Uganda, may God uphold thee. We lay our future in thy hands. United, free for liberty, together we'll always stand. When the struggle is over, we shall wear the victor's crown. We shall wear the victor's crown. We shall wear the victor's crown. When the struggle is over, we shall wear the victor's crown in a new Uganda. People power. Our power. Our power. People power. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen.
balinze okwekomera kuteeka emidya Uganda mubale nnyo mwebalire ddala yatubanala nnyo mwebale nnyo okusharinga emidya Uganda mwebale nnyo okusharinga Team Chaplain TV. Thank you guys, I appreciate and I love you guys. Mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala. Bye bye, next time we meet again. Thank you. Suzy wa Chaplain Omubwanzi.